Today, we're diving into a book that has made millions of people stop and rethink what success really means. We're talking about Robin Sharma's The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. We're going to break down its simple yet really powerful guide to finding genuine meaning in our crazy, fast-paced world.
So let's just kick things off with a big question, one that really sits at the core of this whole story. Is our modern idea of success, the money, the power, the status, is it truly worth the price we often pay with our health, our peace of mind, and ultimately our happiness?
To explore that, let's meet the main character of this story, Julian Mantle. His life is basically a powerful parable, a kind of cautionary tale about a guy who seemed to have it all on the outside, but was completely falling apart on the inside. This really paints a picture, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this image of ultimate external success. Julian was a superstar lawyer, tons of money, tons of power. But the other side shows you the hidden cost. All that success was built on a foundation of just chronic stress, complete exhaustion, and this deep, gnawing sense of spiritual emptiness. And nothing screamed, "I've made it," more than his shiny red Ferrari. It wasn't just a car, it was the ultimate symbol of his world. It was proof, to himself and to everyone else, that he was winning at the game of life. But that entire world came crashing down. Right in the middle of a packed courtroom, Julian suffers a massive heart attack. It was this brutal, life-shattering wake-up call, the moment his high-stress lifestyle finally caught up and forced him to face the hollow reality he'd been living. But that crisis, it ended up being his catalyst. It sparked this incredible journey that would take him from the driver's seat of a Ferrari to a path of real, genuine fulfillment. His transformation was swift, and it was total. I mean, he didn't just change jobs, he completely dismantled his old life. First, he sold everything, and yes, that included the iconic Ferrari. Then he took off for India, looking for answers. And high up in the Himalayas, he found what he was looking for, a group of sages who taught him these ancient principles for a truly meaningful life. When he came back, he was almost unrecognizable. He didn't just look younger and calmer, he was radiating this deep spiritual fulfillment. So, what did he learn up there? Well, the core of his newfound wisdom really boils down to 7 powerful virtues. These are the practical, actionable principles for building a life of meaning, balance, and peace. The first virtue uses this fantastic metaphor. Your mind is a garden, and if you don't intentionally plant and water positive thoughts, the weeds of negativity, worry, and fear will just take over by default. The key is to become a vigilant gardener of your own mind. Second, you have to find your purpose, because purpose is the ultimate fuel. When you have a clear why that's driving you forward, a personal mission, it gives meaning to everything, even the boring stuff. It's like a lighthouse, guiding your decisions and giving you energy when you hit challenges. Okay, this next one might sound like a paradox at first. Discipline creates freedom, but it is so true. By building small, consistent habits and practicing a bit of self-control, you build mental strength and stability. And that inner strength, that's the foundation of real freedom. Freedom from your own impulses, your fears, and your self-doubt. The fourth virtue is a simple but super critical reminder. Time is your most valuable resource. Think about it. Unlike money, you can never ever earn it back. Every minute that passes is a piece of your life. This idea forces you to ask, am I spending my time on what actually matters, or am I just letting it slip away? Number 5 is a commitment to lifelong personal growth. The core idea here is that you never arrive. A fulfilled life is one of constant learning, of courageously stepping out of your comfort zone. And this isn't about taking giant leaps, it's about the incredible power of small, consistent improvements that add up over time. The sixth virtue is where we shift our focus outward. It teaches that serving others is what brings true fulfillment. Lasting happiness isn't found in getting more for yourself, but in contributing, in helping others and adding value to the world around you. The greatest joy is found in giving. And finally, the seventh virtue, embrace the now. So much of our energy is wasted regretting the past or worrying about the future. This principle teaches that happiness isn't some destination you get to one day. It's a choice that's available to you right now through gratitude and by simply appreciating the gift of the present moment. So when you put all of these virtues together, they lead to a really powerful conclusion. We need a new definition of success. It's about completely redefining what actually matters in life. The modern world pretty much gives us one scorecard for success: money, status, and material things. But this book offers a radically different one that's based on health, inner peace, and a sense of harmony in your life. It's a fundamental shift away from looking for external validation and toward cultivating internal fulfillment. This quote right here really captures the soul of the entire book. True success isn't about what you collect. The real prize is who you become on the journey, the character you build, the wisdom you gain, and the peace you find within yourself.
And that brings it all back to you. After exploring Julian's journey from a Ferrari to fulfillment, the real question isn't what success meant to him, but what does it mean to you? What does a truly fulfilled life actually look like in your world? And that's the thought we'll leave you with.